Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for logging on to your CBSN Denver Daily Sports Line. We are, as always, brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. I am Michael Spencer. You can follow me on Twitter at MichaelCBS4. Coming off a rough day yesterday, that was not the game I expected at all. Honestly, I was thinking about taking the Cardinals plus 3.5, and I am glad that I didn't. Wow, the Rams just put it on them. Terrible night for Kyler Murray and that Cardinals offense. He ends up with 6 rushing yards. I gave it out at 38.5. It moved up to 40.5 before kickoff, and it didn't matter at all, right? So hang up a closing line value there. Doesn't matter. Kyler Murray way under on that prop. Matt Stafford didn't throw an interception. There were a couple times where I thought the Cardinals had an opportunity to pick him off. They weren't able to do that. Rams get a big win, and they move on. We got 4 games this weekend in the NFL. A weird night tonight here on a Tuesday, January 18th. No local teams in action, so I'm already looking ahead to this weekend. This is not an official play, but I've got my eye on this San Francisco 49ers and Green Bay Packers game. The line is currently at 5.5. It opened at 5. I think the 49ers at plus 5.5 could be really good value. I think it might even get to plus 6. And if it gets to plus 6, I'm probably going to jump on it. I think this 49ers team is playing really good football right now. I think everybody loves the Green Bay Packers. I love this situation where the money goes up, the money goes up. Everybody's piling in on the Packers because they're the fan favorite. They're the public favorite. I think they win the game outright. Don't get me wrong. But I think if it gets to 6 points, that's a lot of points to be given up for a 49ers team that has looked really good and really dominated that game against the Cowboys from start to finish, despite the fact that the Cowboys had a chance to win it late. Another thing that caught my eye is the Super Bowl odds to win the Super Bowl. All right, you got the Packers at plus 375. No surprise there. Chiefs at plus 400. Bills at plus 550. Bucks at plus 550. Rams at plus 800. And the Titans are at plus 850. That does not make any sense to me. This is a Titans team that was the number 1 team in the AFC during the regular season. They got a first-round bye. They were the number 1 team in the AFC without Derrick Henry for the final month plus of the season. And now you're telling me that they're at plus 850 to win the whole thing? Everybody's got to go through Tennessee. They're going to get the Bengals this week, and then they're going to get the Chiefs and or the Bills if they beat Cincy. I think it's a really good value play here. I think that plus 850 for a team like the Tennessee Titans to win the whole thing is really good value, and I don't hate Titans plus 325 to win the AFC either. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm saying it's pretty good value, something to keep an eye on, something to look forward to, and if you're a value player and you love those futures plays, it might be worth putting a little something on the Titans at plus 325 to win the AFC or plus 850 to win the whole thing on Super Bowl Sunday. All right, some thoughts for you to ponder on your Tuesday, January 18th. That is going to do it for your CBSN Denver Daily Sports Line. We are, as always, brought to you by BetMGM. Place your parlays, props, and futures at the King of Sportsbooks. Download the app today. Make sure you join us tomorrow. Full slate of sports, including the Avs and the Nuggets. We'll have some best bets for you then.